All right, guys, welcome to the channel. So today we're looking at this Kawasaki Kx85. We did actually just pick this up and want to just kind of show how, just some of the features of it, you know, how it fits certain age kids, because we have a couple of these other bikes. We have, this is a KLX 110, and then we have a TTR 110. You guys have seen this on the channel before. So I want to just kind of show you, like, sizing wise, what size of kid you need to kind of fit on this bike. This bike really is kind of meant for Tyson here. Tyson's 13, just turned 13. He's what, 5'1" we measured. Previously he's been using this Yamaha this is the TTR 110, and it's just gotten small. I mean, it's been a good bike and is a good option, but come over here and stand like kind of straddle the bike. You know, like you can like just stand up. So he's like, you know, as you can see, his feet are way on the ground. He's when he's sitting down on it, like sit down on the bike with your feet on the pegs. He's just like, you know, he can have fun and ride around this bike, but it's just he can fit on a bigger bike. So come sit on this bike here. This is a so like I said, this is the Kx85. This is like a motocross racing bike. It's 2-stroke, kickstart only. One thing I thought was interesting, this Kx85 is actually really light bike. The suspension is awesome on it. So see if you can put your feet flat on the, okay, so his feet kind of tiptoe. So if you had your boots on it, you'd be close to flat footing it. So like I said, 61 inches or 5'1" is how big Tyson is here. The only thing is this bike has a clutch. So we have a clutch here, so it's, you know, it's actually a 6-speed bike. So it's got 6 gears, got our handbrake here, it's got a foot brake, but that's going to be the biggest challenge, is because these 110 bikes have an auto clutch, and so they just have, you know, I think they're just 4 gears, and you don't have to worry about a clutch. So that's one thing that you got to learn, is to operate this clutch and how to use it and how to modulate it and not stall the bike. That's kind of the challenge with these, with really any bike other than these smaller bikes. So someone who's, I would say, 5 foot. I guess you could be a little bit shorter than 5 foot. Let's have Zach sit on it. All right, Zach, how tall are you? You were what? 4'10". 4'10". What was that? 48 in? 58 inches? 57, 58 inches. So Zach, you're 11. Yeah. So, you know, if you're a taller 11-year-old, you probably, Zach can't even, I mean, if you're you can't even touch the ground. Your legs hanging there. So, yeah, you probably have at least another year on the 110. No, more than that. 2 years? Maybe. 2 years on the 110. So this might be a hard one for you to kind of start on. But probably the Kx65 would be if you wanted a 2-stroke, that might be something you could have some fun on. But a 110 probably good for 11 and under. When you start getting 12, 13, getting taller, this is kind of the bike. The cool thing with this bike is the suspension on this thing. This thing has tons of suspension travel, you know, hitting jumps and, you know, just absorbing all those obstacles on tracks and trails. This thing just really will do a great job at that. So the controls are really pretty easy. We have our throttle here on the right. There's just a kill switch here. So really, to start it, all we're doing is there's just a fuel switch here. Fuel switch is right here on the right side of the bike. There's a on-off. So right now it's on. That's off. When it's down, it's on. And then you just got a little kickstart here. Okay, so you just turn the gas on. It does have a little choke. Oh, so it kicks over pretty easily. You just gotta do like kind of a fast, quick, So those things are pretty loud. a lot loud. Two-stroke's going to be a lot louder than your four-stroke bikes, but you know, they do have, that's kind of how they get their power of that two-stroke engine. So even though it's going to be a lot louder, I think it's still going to be a pretty fun little bike. This does have a Pro Circuit exhaust on it, so I'm not sure how much that's going to help as far as power is concerned, but you know, this has plenty of power for, you know, a young teenager riding around on this thing. Now with the two-stroke also, you have to remember you're mixing gas and oil, so you don't just put regular gas in here, you're actually putting a two-stroke mix, so you're mixing oil to gas. The ratio is about 40-to-1, and you'd mix that up, you'd put that in. So, you know, these bikes are going to have a little more maintenance, you know, a little higher maintenance than the four-stroke, but they're probably going to be a little funner bike just because the suspension's really going to be, you know, really going to far superior than this. You can see this rear swing arm here. Rear swing arm, large shock. The shock has a reservoir. This would just be like a regular full-size bike. On these smaller 110s, they just have a little coil. The suspension, there's really not much suspension movement in the rear. But the 110s are great learning bikes. They're a lot of fun bikes. Just getting to, you know, learn how to ride, getting your technique down. Having the clutch component in this is going to be a little more challenging for kids just to learn that if they haven't already learned that. It is a liquid cooled for two-stroke, so it does have radiators. So checking the coolant, it's not going to be an air cooled, it's going to be liquid cooled. But this is a 2016. 2016 they changed the graphics. They have the black wheels. They kind of updated the engine, some things like that. So when we were looking at this, we're in 2022 right now, looking at a 2016 and newer is kind of what I was looking for, because this really does have the look that we wanted to go with. It's got the more powerful engine and a little more desirable bike. Anyways, well, we're going to do some more videos on this as we get it out. It's winter time, so we're not going to be doing much riding right now. We might do some, on a nice day, we might rip it up and down the street a little bit. But anyways, guys, well, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing some more videos with these bikes and other bikes. Thanks for watching.